Is it really worth making videos for your business? Does producing video regularly over a period of time do anything at all for a small business? In this video, I'm going to reveal some really straightforward and honest insights following 18 months of creating regular video content, sharing with you what's worked and what hasn't, and whether or not creating regular video content has been worth all the effort. Now, without wanting to disappoint, this isn't one of those videos with loads of screenshots of dollar amounts and various online accounts and social media ad ROI graphs pointing skyward. Whilst some people definitely do enjoy incredible and swift success using video on YouTube, that's not been my experience in the last couple of years. It really has definitely been a case of consistently creating and improving. It's been a massively steep learning curve, but I really do enjoy it. So the first thing to say is that creating video content is most definitely not a silver bullet. It won't make you millions of dollars overnight with minimum work input from yourself. You're very unlikely to find yourself suddenly swamped with new clients showering you with cash. However, being a regular video creator absolutely has provided me with new clients. It's also opened new doors in terms of being a regular webinar host and coach for some national business organisations, none of which would have happened had I not taken the plunge a few months ago and started regularly creating videos for my business. So whilst I'm not lounging around on a yacht in the Caribbean quite yet, I can absolutely say that video has delivered tangible results to my business. Make sure you stick around for the end of the video where I will reveal whether or not, on balance, it was all worth it. In terms of how long it's taken me to get to this point, I'm not going to give myself too much grief based on the fact that certainly initially I was kind of making it up as I went along. 7 months in though, it really became clear to me that I needed to invest. My video viewing figures and engagement rate had stalled, and although there's an awful lot of free advice out there online, piecing it together by yourself is a huge drain on time. I think that's an issue that a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs come up against. Often your instinct is to try and do everything yourself for a minimum cash outlay, even if it takes you ages. And honestly, I think that is what I would change about my journey so far. Rather than invest in professional training, I spent my first few months scratching about, watching loads of free content and then second guessing what I should do. Now I know that hindsight is 2020, but if you're a business owner who really is serious about leveraging the power of video for your business, I would urge you to sit down and think about how much you can invest, both in terms of time and money. How much is a new client worth to you and your business? How much can you invest in client acquisition, which is ultimately what all of this is for? Ultimately, the video content you put out into the world is an extension of your brand and business. So really invest time in thinking about what kind of content you'd like to be putting out and to whom. The bottom line is, for me personally, I would have invested earlier on in professional training. Now, I don't know about you, but the fact that I'm investing capital often means that I'm a lot more focused on completing and implementing the learnings from whichever course I'm taking. The other thing to understand with video marketing and creating video content for your business is that it's about more than just the videos alone. As a business owner, you need to make sure that you've got a sales process in place, even if it's a pretty basic one. Fundamentally, you need the video to deliver viewers somewhere once they finished watching your content. Now that could be a one-page website, a sales page, or a more comprehensive sort of website, depending on what you're wanting to achieve. In that way, the video content that you create should not just be standalone. In order for it to be effective and deliver real results for your business, it needs to be part of an overarching process or strategy. You definitely need to plot and understand your customer journey. If you want to know more about how to create your own business's customer journey, make sure you stick around to the end of the video and click on the video following this one. I'll also put a link to that video in the description below too. In a second, we'll talk about why, as part of video marketing, you need to start building an email list. Before we do that though, I should probably quickly say the following. Hello, I'm Jeremy and I'm a video marketer and video creator, and I have been in business for over 17 years with over 20 years experience in UK broadcast TV, so I do know stuff about video. Not only that, I'm affected by the fact that I'm a massive digital marketing nerd. I just can't help it. I really believe we live in amazing times where the barriers to entry in terms of creating your own business video content have never been lower. Also, with global platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube and Instagram, all the others, it's never been easier to get your business in front of a global audience for free. I'm all about empowering business owners, entrepreneurs and marketers alike to make the most of these huge opportunities to create your own video content to ultimately get your business out there and growing. As part of this mission, I've created a free mini course that takes you through the foundations of creating effective video marketing content for your business. To learn more about this, just go to the URL on the screen now, once you've obviously finished watching this actual video. Now, whilst the platforms I just mentioned are incredible, there is one massive drawback from a business point of view, and that is if you're using them as a business owner or entrepreneur and you're growing your audiences on them, you don't actually own that customer data. You are in effect renting your audience. If you're interested in building a truly sustainable ecosystem of viewers and customers for your business that you can keep in contact with going forward, then you need to have some way of taking them off platform and into some kind of CRM or email marketing software. In that way, no matter what happens to the platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Insta or whatever, you still have access to the audience that you've built up over time. Building up an email marketing list does take time, and therefore, if I was starting over, it's something I would prioritize right from the word go. As business owners, we are always super busy, so with so many different aspects of our business requiring our attention at any particular moment. And given that's the case, is video creation really worth it for a small business, or does it just eat up time that quite simply most business owners don't have? In the initial stages, I was far from planned and made videos on a fairly sporadic basis. Saying that, I produced 2 videos a week, but in retrospect, I think that made the quality suffer and therefore really limited the effectiveness of them. After about a year or so, I decided to invest more time in researching and creating the videos, making sure that the content was stuffed with actionable value. And although my production rate halved, my viewership actually increased over that time. So the lesson there is, it's really quality over quantity. Fundamentally, your videos have to be worth your audience's time. I felt under pressure initially to create and upload at a rate that just wasn't sustainable for a solo creator like myself. I was way too ready to compare what I was doing with others on YouTube and whatnot, which is a huge mistake. Everyone's situation is different, so please don't be tempted to compare your beginning with someone else's middle. What I mean by that is don't benchmark yourself against someone who's been creating video content in your niche for 5 or 10 years. Just concentrate on doing your own thing at your own pace. So 18 months in, has it been worth investing the hours, the blood, sweat and tears in researching and creating the 100 or so videos that I've produced? On balance, I would say yes, it is, and it has been. I'm now starting to see things happening for my business as a direct result of my consistent video creation efforts. I've gained a number of new clients and I've made a really healthy pipeline of people that I've got conversations going on with, due in large part to creating videos and constantly hustling to get them seen by the right people. That then starts conversations, and I've definitely found that as a result, possibilities are opening up. It is really hard work, but once you've got a workflow plan in place, you can schedule it in your diary. It becomes a lot easier to make video creation happen without it overtaking your entire diary. One of the massive lessons, speaking personally from the last 18 months, has been that it really isn't about subscriber numbers or getting monetized on YouTube. You don't need millions of viewers clicking on affiliate links to make video creation really work for your business. Although all of those benefits are definitely worth shooting for, I've found that you can definitely make YouTube work for your business with a really small and super targeted audience, as well as a consistent input of hard work. Now listen, don't forget to click on the screen in a second if you're watching on YouTube to learn all about customer journeys, which are vital. In the meantime, I really hope you got stacks of value from this video. Please do share this video content with anyone who you think would find it interesting and useful, and definitely give me a little thumbs up. That would be hugely appreciated if you got value from this video. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Cheerio, bye.